Hi, this is Dawn Morningstar, founder of Venerable Women. Welcome to Heart and Meaning Monday. I always like to remind you that we are here on this planet to manifest a kind and loving world. And in order for us to do that, we have to learn to love, honor, and respect ourselves before we can share that love, honor, and respect with the world and transform it. And today we're going to be focusing on Beatitude number 2, which is she understands vulnerability to be a step toward transformation and evolution. And what that means is we really have to think about vulnerability, as uncomfortable as it may make us feel, as a true step toward growth and change. And without it, really, things pretty much will stay the same. Think of those times in your life where you've gone through something that felt like it was really an uncomfortable space to be in, and yet without having gone through that, you wouldn't be where you are today. I feel absolutely vulnerable every time I do one of these videos, to be honest. I wonder about, is this what you need to be hearing right now? Does my hair look okay? Is the background all right? Is it too busy? Is it not busy enough? All those kinds of things. And certainly in writing my book, I feel vulnerable too, because I'm exposing deep parts of myself and wonder how that's going to be received. And yet if I don't take those steps to be vulnerable and put some new concepts out there, then nothing can really change. It would still be, I would be as I was before and would not be doing what I came here to this earth to do. And I think about a couple of stories that illustrate vulnerability in a really good way. One of them is the story of the soft-shell crab. I'm an East Coast girl from Baltimore, Maryland, and grew up eating steamed crabs, and have to say I still love them to this day. And it's really important to think about the story of the crab, because in order for that hard-shell crab to go from its current size to a larger shell, it has to shed the smaller current shell and go through a phase where it's in a very thin and transparent shell, making it very vulnerable to attacks from other creatures in the rivers and the bay, and diseases and bacteria, all that sort of thing. And yet it absolutely has to go through that vulnerable stage in order to grow a larger shell. Another story is, of course, the story of the caterpillar turning into a butterfly, and that time in between where it's transitioning, where that caterpillar doesn't even recognize itself anymore. It's very, very different and very vulnerable during that stage, yet it can't turn into that beautiful butterfly unless it goes through that stage. I also think of the writings and offerings from Brené Brown. She is amazing and has such a good perspective on vulnerability. If you get a chance, check her out. Definitely worthwhile. In the Venerable Woman book, I will go deeper into the concept of vulnerability to support you more on your journey. And think about in your own life what you might be putting off because you're afraid of being vulnerable. Is it maybe learning a new language? Is it writing a book? Is it changing jobs? Is it maybe attracting a romantic relationship? What is it that you are saying, I'm not going to do that because it might make me feel uncomfortable or vulnerable? And what are you giving up by not doing that, by not allowing yourself to feel vulnerable? What are you giving up that you could be having that would really, really inspire your life and make you happier? Anyway, I hope this gives you a little bit of inspiration for your week, and I will see you again next week on Heart and Meaning Monday. Blessings to you.